Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. As I'm sure most of you guys probably know, over the past week and a half or so, the Pawn Takes Pawn website has been pretty active. It's basically been constantly updated with new clues and teasers regarding none other than the Zombies mode for Black Ops Cold War. Now, these teasers for other teasers, which ultimately were also for other teasers, were all pretty similar to what we saw for the campaign and also the multiplayer reveals, and presumably, we're gonna have even more stuff show up for the Warzone reveal in the near future too. But today was essentially the peak for the latest series of Easter eggs, as today, my friends, we got the official Black Ops Cold War Zombies reveal. And you guys already know, today we're breaking all of it down. So if you enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new to the channel, we are trying to hit 600k before Cold War releases. So if you want to stay up to date with basically everything going on in the world of Call of Duty, feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. So first and foremost, when it comes to zombies, just gonna throw it out there. I used to play it a ton back in like Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, but in the more recent years, BO3 and BO4, I didn't really follow it nearly as closely. But that said, I am definitely excited for this upcoming year, considering last year, zombies certainly did not get the send-off I felt it deserved. Anyways, getting right into today's big reveals, this essentially all went down on the Call of Duty YouTube channel, and this was sort of an abnormal reveal, as this was not just a trailer, but it was actually a full-on breakdown of the Zombies mode refresh in a sense. But that said, the big hype here, of course, comes from the trailer itself, so let's take a look at this and break it down frame by frame. So this trailer starts off with a little backstory showing Weaver talking to this mystery woman, at least I think she's a mystery woman. Then we actually see how these zombies were basically created, and it seems to be some sort of scientific experiment gone wrong. Then we're into the main trailer, I guess you could say, featuring like the actual gameplay and whatnot. We actually see some of the multiplayer and single player characters here. These are some of the operators we had access to in the alpha a few days back. So instead of having like another Ether crew or another Chaos crew, we now have a collective universe in a sense in which these characters are involved in all aspects of the game. Meaning single player, multiplayer, zombies, then eventually Warzone are all going to be connected in some way, shape, or form. Then something we can also see in this trailer is just how dark some of the areas on this map are. It looks like the flashlights on your weapons are what's providing the only light in the room, which honestly, I am all about. Bring on the spoopy zombies. We also get some looks at some of the playable areas we're going to have, some of the new equipment we're going to be able to use, and also some streaks as well. Yes, you heard that right, there is a sentry gun there, and we'll see more of that here in just a moment. But as this trailer continues, we see that Nacht Der Untoten is coming back. We are going to have a Nacht remake map in Cold War Zombies. We then see that the mystery box is returning and what appears to be an anti-matter gun in a sense that comes out of that. This may have a name that we already know. Apologies if my lack of zombies expertise is showing here. Anyways, we also see a Hellhound before it puts on its makeup in the morning. It happens to the best of us. And then we get another look at the score streaks. This time around, we see the War Machine in action. And as this part of the trailer continues, we also see that the Chopper Gunner is going to be available as well, which is going to be pretty crazy to use within zombies, if I do say so myself. Now, following that, we get a look at the brand new Pack-a-Punch machine. It definitely looks a bit different from what we're used to. The elemental pops also show up here, which I assume are going to be like some of the new perks. We also see the classic ray gun making a return, and the boss for Nacht Der Untoten also appears here as well. Then as this trailer comes to a close, we see Jug confirmed as a returning perk. I believe we also saw Speed Cola in there as well, or it was sort of debuted throughout the other footage we're going to have here in just a moment. Then we see Woods in Zombies 2, which is definitely something that I think is absolutely awesome. Now, alongside the trailer, we also got a ton of new info on how Zombies is going to be approached this year and basically how it's going to work in general. So getting into this information, the story this year is entirely new. We have new characters, and this is set specifically for the Cold War era with the characters that we know from other aspects of the game, as we talked about before. Now, the first map we saw is in fact a Nacht Der Untoten remake. It's set in a similar universe with a different story, and this time around it's under the chapter of Die Maschine. Basically, the way Craig Houston explained it is that at the end of Black Ops 4 Zombies, they basically tried to collapse the multiverse to get rid of the zombies, except it didn't fully work, and that's where we end up here in Cold War Zombies. So in this world, we're actually playing as characters that are a part of a group called Requiem, and this organization is led by Gregory Weaver, who of course we all know from Black Ops before. And this is a CIA-funded organization that is essentially investigating what these zombies are, how they came to be, and basically how to stop them from destroying the entire world as we know it. Now, in the zombies mode this year, there's apparently going to be a brand new intel system where you can find out more info and access more content whenever you please, and these appear to be accessed by places in-game on each map, so that's a pretty cool new addition. But the gameplay itself, despite being set in a different era and in a completely different storyline, is still the classic zombies gameplay that we know and love. It is of course round-based action, we've got pack-a-punch, we've got power-up drops, we've got classic perks and mystery boxes as well that are all confirmed to be returning. However, the gameplay is not entirely 100% one for one, it's not exactly the same. There are actually a few new elements to it, including the fact that rank progression and loadouts are actually going to transfer into zombies, and we're going to have global ranks and weapon progression. Then alongside that, we're also going to be able to unlock streaks and equipment in multiplayer to actually use in the zombies mode as well. And probably one of the strangest updates is the fact that whenever we go to start a match, we are no longer going to start with a pistol when we load in, and instead, we're going to be able to use our custom loadouts. Now, for this, I really want to hear what you guys have to say in the comments below. This is obviously a very big change to that aspect of zombies, so feel free to drop your opinions down there. Now, every single weapon in the game can be upgraded and pack-a-punched, and that's going to increase its power and just overall efficiency. Then, on top of that, there's also going to be a brand new weapon rarity system, and of course here, the higher the rarity, the better the weapon is going to be overall. We also learned that we're going to have a lethal, a tactical, and also a support slot in-game, and here you can find and craft equipment throughout the various maps we have. Then of course, zombies in the past has always come to a close whenever you end up dying, right? You go down, the round ends, the game ends, that's just how it was. But it appears that's not going to be the case this time around. While that is still going to be one of the outcomes, now you can actually beat a map or escape a map or end the game by getting to an exfil location and actually leaving the chaos rather than just dying to it. So that's definitely a very interesting change as well. Then as far as the perks go this year, we're actually not going to have any kind of perk limit whatsoever, so you can basically just go all out on those. And then Treyarch also announced that all the post-launch content is going to be free all year long. That's actually the first time it's going to be like that, I believe, in Call of Duty history. In the past, all the zombies maps required a season pass, or you had to go ahead and buy them individually, so that's definitely a very, very big upgrade there. Then there's also going to be crossplay as well, which we pretty much all assumed, but now that is officially confirmed too. So there you have it. With all of that being said, that is effectively everything that was just revealed about the zombies mode for Black Ops Cold War. And that is going to wrap things up for today. By all means, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of the zombies mode this year based off of what we've seen so far. As I said earlier, I haven't really followed zombies super closely in the more recent years, but things definitely look pretty spicy so far, if I do say so myself. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new here, if you want to help us reach 600k before Black Ops Cold War releases, feel free to subscribe to stay on top of the latest Call of Duty news, intel, updates, and pretty much everything else in between. As always, if you want to check out any of my partners, be sure to use code IMMORTAL for an extra spicy discount on all Scuff, G Fuel, and Control Freak products. All of those links can be found down in the description below, and once again, thanks so much for tuning in. Until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.